Hello my dear Aquarius, this is a love reading, a prediction for Pisces season, February 19 to March 20, 2020, with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. The first reading I did was for the birthday sign Pisces, and I'm reading these other signs in the order of most appreciated videos from the previous love readings published for Aquarius season. That was your season, Aquarius. We're actually smack in the middle of it when I'm performing this, so happy birthday to you that haven't yet had your birthday. And you can see the order I'm reading this time around at the community section of my channel. And this will be a love reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising Sign and Venus, Vedic or Tropical. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. So when I tell you that this is you, it might as well be the person or the situation you are dealing with. Use your own intuition and recognition to determine who is who in this reading for you. If you need more information or help after you have listened to this reading, you can turn to the love readings for Aquarius season that is up, or the near personal readings, or the pick a card readings on the first page of my channel. Click my little Queen of Cups icon there and you will get there. So I will start shuffling your cards, and I use the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. So when I open your deck here, I see Five of Wands in reversed together with the Strength card. So it seems like you're maturing a lot, or maybe a fire sign you're dealing with is maturing a lot. This is a person that doesn't want to have arguments, doesn't want to necessarily win. They don't need to win because they love themselves anyways. It's only people that feel insignificant and have problems with their self-esteem that always needs to win. And this is a person that can be the bigger person and sacrifice themselves for others and say, yeah, okay, so you win this time. So it seems like a person that can keep the peace, don't have to have the last word in an argument or things like that. Okay, so I call the divine with love and light. And here we have an Ace of Pentacles in the reverse with the Strength card in the reversed. So it might be that this person, if this is you, as maybe this is you or the other person, also have self-control enough to not go back to what's or to try to start something new where it's not, where there's a little bit like it's a little bit hopeless. So this person is being sane enough and have self-control enough also to not be drawn in by their strong passionate emotion and sleep with someone which it's not appropriate to sleep with, or ask back that troublesome lover, or start a project that's never going to be successful. Things like this. It's the person is smarter than that. So I called for archangels. I'm sorry, I'm lost. Sometimes I repeat myself. So, and here we have a Ten of Swords with the Ace of Pentacles. So it doesn't seem like it went that well before. So you have gotten a lot of important experience from previous mistakes or how people have treated you in the past. So that's why you don't want a second go of this. Like it would be insane, you think. Okay, so 6 elements. And here we have the Hermit together with the Nine of Swords. So this pain has made you grow a lot. Or this other person, if it's maybe a Leo or a fire sign in general, or maybe a Virgo or earth sign in general that you're dealing with. This is air. I'm getting the feeling that you're facing your pain here with maturity. And it's like this little deer here, your most vulnerable side to you is going forward and saying, okay, so I need to look at this, even if I'm scared to death and my knees are like this. I need to look at my shit. I need to look at my pain, my trauma, what has led me here, my stuff. So this is very brave as well. And this is this kind of mood is probably what makes you less attracted to drama and unnecessary situations that's not going to bring joy to anyone anyway. So, accidentally burnt, I accidentally blew out your candle. Devil in the reverse together with Judgment. So I think you can see that you have been dealing with someone that has big shadows, and that you had big shadows of your own, but now you're kind of just moving on from this. Even if you are not able to have closure, we can see this person has purple in all their clothes. So this is a person that using a lot of time to work on themselves, and they higher connection with their soul and with the divine. So it seems like you're moving on, maybe with a heavy heart, but you're moving on, and it's like not negotiate. You can't negotiate with this. It's like off with their heads, and you are even you can't survive even if there's not a closure with someone that maybe previously was important. But was the devil here that you need to move on from. So you're just maybe packing your bags and, you know, selling the house and moving away. I don't know. And here we have the Hermit and the Star. So it seems like you have found a lot of hope in personal growth and to looking inside. And you have found out how darn strong you are. This is also the card for Aquarius. And this is the card for Virgo. So both these cards this is about deep spiritual growth. This is about connection with the divine, and also having a lot of hope and feeling a lot of like this crystal kind of joy. I can't explain it, but it's not that joy that you get out of getting your hunger, like your needs met in that kind of way. It's more gratefulness and like being on top of the world, maybe sitting on a mountain looking at the stars. That kind of happiness is what I'm feeling here. So I'm thinking it's something that you yourself have control over. Even in the midst of, you know, the baddest situation, we can find out, okay, so what can I still be grateful for? And immediately put ourselves in that vibration of sitting on a mountain looking at the stars, just by being grateful for, okay, so my house burned down, but I'm grateful my dog survived. So that kind of thing immediately puts you in a state of grace. So 6 elements, and yeah, I want my dear Aquarius to have love in their lives and to find themselves in loving relationships. Cutting out some kind of magician here. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. I use a new set of cards, and when I change deck, usually they are very shady, these decks. They want to, you know, jump a lot of cards and tell you a lot of things. We can do this all day. So I'm just going to tune in for a few seconds, and I'm also going to take this time to relit your candle. So, magic. So, my dear Aquarius, this is the new bottom of the deck, and it's the Queen of Swords. So it's much what I just said to Pisces, not taking more bullshit. It's very determined, like you're going to cut out all the bullshit from your life, all the things that's not healthy, or that was a little bit insane, or that where you acted in one way but you really wanted to be something else or say something else. You maybe acted nice, but you really needed to put that person into place, or you acted angry when you really wanted to share love, and so on. And this is the old bottom of the deck, and it's the 9 of Swords. So it's kind of the dark night of the soul, which you seem to have gone through, and you came out stronger, healthier, less bent to bullshit when you came out the other way, like on the other side. So it has been hellish, it has been painful. You have felt betrayed and unjustly treated and a lot of things like that. But now you just realize that the only one that has responsibility for my happiness is me. So if I allow a lot of bullshit in my life, there's going to be a lot of bullshit in my life. And if I don't allow it anymore, I won't feel like this, or it won't be like this, because Off with their heads. Okay. No, I'll put it here. Sometimes my routines makes me do this same thing, even if it's over and over again, even if it's the wrong thing. So this is what's on your conscious mind about them. And this is the situation itself. And this is what's on their conscious mind about you. And this is your feelings for them. The common energy or the bond between you two. And this is their feelings towards you. This is your behaviors and attitudes towards them. Outcome. And their behaviors and attitudes towards you. So I'll start with the situation here. And we have a beautiful, beautiful 10 of Cups. So before I promise too much, I want to take an oracle card to understand in what department, situation. So if I can have, this is from the energy oracle card. So caring connection. So it seems like you are in some kind of beautiful circumstance with a loving partner, loving family, people that actually do care for you. And this is just a reflection of how you have learned to care for yourself and how you are now choosing better things for you and not engaging in the bullshit anymore. You're just engaging in these good situations, and you're giving love and your energy into the situation that was that is rewarding, where people actually give something back. So this has also started to look very sane and very beautiful and very harmonious. And it might be that it's going to turn south in the reading. Just saying this to not make you make your hopes up, I guess. So, but it's a beautiful, both caring connection and 10 of Cups. It's about being grateful for the things you have and putting more efforts there. If it doesn't work out with a romantic partner, put more efforts with your children or with your friends. And if it doesn't work out with your friends, put more effort into your family. It doesn't work out with your family, put more effort into your friends or lover. Okay, so it's like turning towards where the sun is. And this is what's on your conscious mind about them. And we have Justice here. So this is Libra energy, as is this Queen of Swords. So it seems like you are in this mood of clarifying things. Only the truth is acknowledged, and the lies are being kind of penetrated. So I don't think that anyone can, come and tell you something that you don't believe in, and you will kind of, just nod your head and say, oh, okay. I think you would actually say that, no, I don't believe that is true, or I don't believe it's going to go down that way, or I don't think that's the best idea. So, so what's on your conscious mind about them is a very strict behavior, that you feel like you want to have a very strict behavior towards them, or they might, of course, have had a very strict behavior towards you. Sometimes the justice comes when we're talking about divorce or legal matters. It might be that you're thinking that maybe you or them want a divorce or go separate ways, even if there's a lot of love here. But that's just for a few of you. For the other majority, I think this is it's like a purge. It's like your eyes are blinded, but these are eyes too, I'm feeling, that can see the truth. So your eyes are being able to detect any kind of untruth towards, because of universal awareness. It's like you have had like some sixth sense awakened. This is what's on their conscious mind about you. And we have a King of Swords here, so it's Aquarius. So you might be dealing with a Libra, so you're thinking about them and they are thinking about you. But there's a loving home here. But then people seems rather cold. And rather, it's like, I'm getting scared that you will sacrifice this beautiful thing here. And act like you don't care. And, kind of just brush yourself off and move on. But of course, in the best of worlds, King of Swords and Justice can be people that are able to act very correct and very fair and very mature, and be able to behave in ways that, and act in ways that are very sane and very healthy. Okay, people that actually know what they are doing. Okay, people that actually know what is the right move to do and what is the right decision. So it might be a decision that's being taken about loving, caring, long-term relationship. This Ten of Cups is kind of forever love, and something where we are keeping our head a little bit cool and not mixing in all the feelings or the nostalgia. It's like keeping your head over water, and keeping yourself with a positive attitude, even if things are threatening around you in some way. Okay, so this is common energies, and we have the Six of Pentacles, so it's another scale here. So it's almost like people are acting unnecessarily correct in one way, but I want people to be able to show this caring connection and not only act like very correct and very like having control over their inner animal. So they don't show disappointment if they get disappointed. They don't show passion if they get passionate. They don't show anger if they get angry. So it's maybe it's because we want to cherish this beautiful love here, so we don't want to act stupid and mess it all up. But this truth is also important in this balance, that there's balance between correctness and like being a human, being alive with the flesh and blood. So we can take this down a notch from this hysterical control and maybe tell people, okay, I'm getting really disappointed. I will go for a walk, and then we come back and we say, okay, I've been for a walk and I have understand now why I got so disappointed, and it's because this means a lot to me. And a person that can have the reaction but act sane with it and take responsibility for it. So in the best of world, this is what's happening here. In the worst of worlds, it's people getting very correct and cold, but we'll see. Your feelings for them. Oh, Knight of Swords riding in the opposite direction. So there might be a warning here. Don't leave something behind that is worth fighting for just because you want to, not engage in drama and not to get your hands dirty or, your reputation ripped. I don't know. So it's like you couldn't care less. It's like it's every day that you have this kind of love and you're just, riding away here. Okay, so I need to see this other person, their feelings towards you. And we have a Six of Wands, so they are kind of giving up. And they are thinking like, no, this person is have so much self-control that they can't admit to themselves that there's love here, because Six of Wands is connected to the Lover's card. But Six of Wands in reverse can of course also be a person that's only interested in sex or can't rise above sexual love. So maybe this is what you're getting so tired of. But it's two sixes here connected to the Lover's card. You have the Ten of Cups and caring connection, and still you're acting like this is like the mailman or the cashier in the grocery store. You couldn't care less. So I'm interested to what has brought this up. I saw that you have gone through like a big cataclysm, which you took yourself through basically alone with the Nine of Swords in the reverse. It's connected to the Hermit card. We also saw the Hermit together with the Star. So you have found like here is some supernova maybe. No, it's an owl. I don't know. It's I don't know what it is, but it feels like stars and things here, and you're focusing on you, on keeping your head over water, and you don't want to let all these feelings from this very important relationship steer your emotions, because you want to, it's like you're trying to reach a state which you have been able to reach, and you want to stay there with also the scales. You don't want, you have gone through hell and back, and now you found a way to keep yourself sane and not suffering so much. So, and it seems like the solution for you have been some kind of stoic behavior, very stoic, like I knew he wasn't immortal, or everything is going to turn to dust anyway one day, and still having very positive attitude, like making yourself bigger and problems smaller. So you feel a sense of control, like I can put myself in the correct kind of frequency of mood, whatever the circumstances, if I just take care of myself. But it seems to alienate you from a significant relationship that might be important. Maybe no, it's all the signs, but it's air a lot. Okay, so your behaviors or attitudes towards them, and it's a Two of Wands. So it's like you could dispose them like rubbish like this, that they were not, you want to forget about them. It's like you want to move on and you want to forget about them. It's not as dramatic as you want to take a forgetfulness pill. You're just waiting idly by the day when you have, your heart has been able to move on too. So it's very logic, it's very sane, but it's also insane in a way, because it seems like you're losing some kind of opportunity with the great connection. So maybe they were also acting cold. Maybe they made themselves out to be some kind of player, only out for sex or something like that. Maybe they didn't care about the love either, and that was what made you so, made all this pain in your life. It was probably pain that was cyclic, like something that has happened to you before happened again, and now you dealt with it in a very sane way. A lot of self-control, a lot of dignity, a lot of soul searching and spiritual work. So it seems like you can take whatever, but it also seems like you like it a little bit too much. So you don't want to get your, don't want to get your hands dirty, and you don't even want to dip the toes in this kind of magical relationship that was once were here. And it was probably because it didn't seem as magical for you. If the person was showing maybe a mask, they were maybe showing, or they maybe had not risen about this level of like a sexual relationship. So this is their behaviors and attitudes towards you, and it's an Ace of Wands, so it's kind of the same, but I feel more sadness, like a person giving up hope on you, thinking that you're so cool, you're so strong, you don't care about them anymore, you have moved on, you don't look back. It's like it was so easy for you to forget about them, it was so easy for you to just move on. So all this is what there are feelings. So their behaviors and attitudes, it's not like they're running after you and trying to fix it either. So maybe this is what would have been needed. Maybe this, if this could have been in the upright position. I'm hearing a song, actually came for a client yesterday, so it's interesting. This could be the one. So it's someone that's very casual with, this could be the one, maybe, or maybe not. So I think they know that you are the one, but they want to act casual with it, like they don't care. And you have adapted all of that. So if that is how this relationship is going to roll, you can roll with that. You can also act like you don't care. You can also have a lot of self-control. You can also just move along as things didn't matter. So I think you have learned maybe from this person, and now they are so sorry they ever taught you this kind of attitude. Okay, so this is the outcome. And we have a Queen of Wands in the reversed. So I feel, I saw the text that was written on some English monastery. I don't know the words really, but it was about from the Nordic people's wrath, please help us God, or save us God, or something like that. So it was about the Vikings. The Vikings were probably a little upset because Great Britain, that wasn't even there at that time, England and Denmark, particularly Germany, tried to Christian the rest of the Nordic people, like Norway and Sweden at least, and they weren't too happy with this, so they went and burned a lot of monasteries. So I think someone has tried to, you know, take control over you, and you weren't too happy with that, and now this is their revenge. And it's not like you're angry, it's not an angry revenge, it's very cold revenge. It's like, okay, if you don't care, see if I care. So it's not like you're going and burning down their monastery and stealing all their stuff. You're doing something that hurts worse. You are taking away your love that you once had, and the passion that you once had for this relationship. Is all fire here. So I think they have a lot of passion too, but you're just hanging on the fence, waiting for the day when you have been able to move on. So and the fairness here, the balance, I think this is kind of revenge from your side, but not this passionate revenge, and you need to get revenge to you know, feel better. It's more like, yeah, okay, so if you think that this is a nice way to act, see if you will like it. So it's very cool, and it's not you're not particularly engaged in this situation. You just wait for the emotion to wear off, so you will be able to completely move on. And it was a big love, so I want to see what's going on here with the Romance Angels oracle cards. Romantic feelings in the reversed. Your feelings are real and worth exploring, and it came in the reversed. So I'm thinking that people haven't invested enough of their emotions in this relationship. I think this person might have been acting casual before, and you are acting casual now. And as I said, this card kind of came as a like stronger, telling you that you just wait for these feelings to wear off. But the question is, will they wear off, and what is the divine purpose with this relationship? Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. And this is so interesting, like the divine is sending cautions, but no one really knows what they are being warning you about until it has happened, because no one could see it come, because no one knew what it was. And it's kind of what I'm feeling there. The warning is, what is the warning? That you will lose the love of your life? Or is the warning that you shouldn't be with a person that's super casual and act like they don't care? So no one really knows. And I don't really know, so they don't give me a clue. And I think this is the test for you, angel love, okay? So even if this person acted crappy and they didn't show you enough love, maybe you are the wise one here that can show them how it's supposed to be done. Maybe you have taken enough revenge on this person. For some of you, this will be true. For others of you, you know, where there was abuse or, you know, serious problems, you still need to move on. But maybe with, you know, it's easier to move on if you send them your love and forgiveness. You can use this Hawaiian method for forgiveness. I love you. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I don't know exactly, but you can check on my community section. I usually say it in Swedish, so I don't remember the English version, but it's a good way to detach yourself and attach, get rid of attachment to people that have been super important. So if you really need to move on, do so with love. I think this person still loves you, and you couldn't care less, or you do care, but they need to, you know, communicate this, and they don't. So they are a coward, and you're not, because you had the Strength card, and this Queen of Wands, I'm feeling, is also for you. But if you are the brave enough one, you're also the only one that can fix it. Either kill it or, you know, revive it. It's up to you. And this came as a guidance for your decision here. So this is the decision, Two of Wands hanging on the fence. And your decision seems to have been, yeah, I'm just waiting. So my heart will understand also that we need to move on, not only my logic. But maybe the divine is asking you to make another decision here. Okay. So I hope this helps. I want you to take really good care. And if you need more information or help after you have listened to this reading, you can turn to the love readings for Aquarius season that is up, or the pick a card readings and near personal readings on the first page of my channel. I also want to welcome you back to my love readings for Aries season that I will perform in the end of February. And I also will sprinkle out some near personal readings and maybe pick a card readings during February. So welcome back to that, and have the best of times. Bye bye.